Okay, so today in class, what we really focused on was the mean absolute deviation, standard deviation, and variance. So one of the last things that we're actually going to be talking about before your unit assessment is going to be what they call Z-score. Okay, Z-score is really used a lot when it comes to standardized testing. You might have heard that you're in the such and such quartile when you're taking a test, or that you're in different quantiles. Z-score is basically talking about that type of information. So Z-score represents the number of standard deviations that a given data value is from the mean, okay? So when we look at this bell curve, a bell curve is very common in statistics, and when we look at that, you can see within one standard deviation, either positive or negative, 68% of the data falls within that. You could go ahead and say 68.2% of the data, but basically that's one standard deviation away from our mean, okay? So, and then Z-score represents the number of standard deviations that a given data value is from the mean. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. There's a formula for Z-score, and you have it on your formula sheet as well, is that the X value minus the mean, all divided by the standard deviation. Okay? So what we want to do is, in order to solve this process, is you have your formula sheet, you're given this data. You might be required to actually figure out the standard deviation. In this particular problem, you're not, okay? So it says Justin is 67 inches tall, Ann is 65 inches tall. Find and compare the Z-scores for Justin and Ann's heights. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Justin, okay? So Justin would be 67. The men's mean is 69 minus 69, all over a standard deviation of 2.8. Okay. For Ann, her Z-score is, let's see, her height is 65. That's our X value. Minus the mean for the women, which is 64, all over 2.7. So I went ahead and I did the calculations, and for Justin it would be negative 0.7, and for Ann, it would be 0.4. So if we take a look at our bell curve up here, okay, so he would most certainly fall within, Justin would definitely fall, probably if we were to look at the data, he would probably fall somewhere in here, and Ann, based upon her data, would fall somewhere, let's say about in there. Okay, so they most certainly, both of them, fall within one standard deviation. Okay, they fall within that range of one standard deviation. Okay, now let me ask you this. What would the Z-score be? All right, what would the Z-score be? Score if Justin was 48 inches tall and Ann was 72 inches tall. Go ahead and figure those out on your own, and let's go ahead and find out that information. Thank you.